The college football experience, Troy Trojans 2024 season preview episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up with the promo code TCE SGPN to score up to $1,000 in bonus cash. I mean, they just introduced college football best ball too. Get on over there, Underdog Fantasy. Sign up with the promo code TCE SGPN for $1,000 in bonus cash. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Get your 7-day free trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm.
This is Coach June Jones, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college football experience. Trojans 2024 season preview. YouTube.com/the college experience. We are back. We are fired away in studio.
Unbelievable.
Right? In studio. Look, if you're wondering just who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
And you're nothing but a chameleon, lemon-headed, coward, tailless pussy. And I'm after you, buddy. You're going to pay for it. Good night.
Yes. The previews continue. 134. We're down to the 20, like right around the 20 mark.
Wow.
Battling through it. We got South Alabama coming later tonight. We got Ohio, the Bobcats scheduled early in the morning tomorrow. Let's go. I am joined by my co-host. You see him here, youtube.com/the college experience. He is in studio. Some know him as the Bet Detective. Some know him as Scumbagger Vance. What are you today, my friend?
Today? Well, as I put it on there, I am.
I missed it.
I didn't put it on
okay.
there. No, I didn't. I am OC in a men area in the box.
Ooh,
that's who I am.
OC men area in the box.
OC a men area in the box. I'm the man in the box, but I'm also OC in the men area. In the box.
Oh, I like it. And you say that. You say that good.
Eloquently, just like his native tongue would, or whatever village he's from. I love OC. Maybe one of the best Troy players of all time. Demarcus Ware, of course, also.
Oh yeah, Troy. They used to be Troy State.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Yeah, it was Troy State.
Folks, he's the host of the Bottom Line Bombs podcast. Give it up for CJ Sullivan. How are you, buddy?
Fantastic. Just finished the Bottom Line Bombs episode.
What you guys talk about over there?
There we go. We did a little NFC South, had a little Carolina Panther talk. Remember when, speaking of which, who's that Temple wide receiver they had there who changed his name a few times?
Robbie Anderson.
Yeah. When he thought the mascot was a bear and he couldn't believe Sir Purr was a panther. He couldn't put that together. DJ Moore had to tell him. And so we had some Panthers on there. We had Liev Schreiber recapping the Hard Knocks.
Get on over there. Check out the Bottom Line Bombs. I know you're freshly back from Oregon, too.
Yeah, so I was up in Cannon Beach, Oregon, where they shot Goonies. Beautiful country up there.
Look, I've always they call it, isn't that Astoria or something?
Yes, Astoria's a town right next to it. Yeah, absolutely.
How was that?
Incredible. Yeah, it looks amazing. You can really people know how to vote up there, as they say. That's what he said. That's how he introduced me. He goes, this guy's a good guy. He knows how to vote. You don't know what it means? You don't ask. But they talked a lot of Beaver football up there. Portland State.
Oh, the Vikings.
Yeah, they talked about
Neil Lomax. All right.
Yep. Of course, they like the Ducks, but Portland State and Oregon State, they talk a lot of that up there.
Okay,
yes,
like it.
Neil Lomax is exactly right.
Yeah, June Jones also played some QB with Mouse Davis there. We're talking Troy football here, though.
Yeah, talking Troy.
This is an interesting program. They kind of, They were Troy State for so many years. They jump up. What was it? 20 years ago, I feel like they jumped up. And they've been hitting some bowl games, man, left and right. They've had some good success and some big time wins since joining the FBS. Where are you at with this program?
Troy Trojans.
Trojan man.
Well, as you know, I mean, under Neil Brown, they had a nice run. They're 31-8. You know,
and they won the Dollar General Bowl.
Yes,
twice.
They sure did. Then Chip Lindsey was kind of a meh.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they were good, but not good enough. That's for sure. And then John Summerall came in and it was guns a-blazing. They were 23-4. Offense was clicking, all cylinders.
Oh, yeah.
They did everything. Of course, he's off to Tulane, but they're two-time defending conference champions. 14-2 in league play since 22. They're one of the top programs, but they need, this is obviously, they need to reload here. They lost a lot.
I'll say this though, 14 seasons out of the 23 that they've been since they've been in FBS. They've had 500 or better record.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. You hop up into the FBS, you stop playing chicken shit games, you start getting the the Silicon Valley Bowl. They were in that in 2004.
Yeah. Silicon Valley Bowl.
Yeah, but where the hell did that thing go?
That bubble popped, apparently.
But yeah, now Gerard Parker, the new head coach of the Troy Trojans, he comes in obviously after a year being the offensive coordinator at Notre Dame. Surprising hire to me because he didn't have a background at Troy,
right?
And Notre Dame's offense was not necessarily setting the world on fire last season, but.
Don't forget about his 0-6 record at Purdue as the interim coach in 2016, though.
That is true. That's true. Didn't walk into the best scenario there.
No, he did not. But he's an offensive coordinator by trade there for sure. And what else was he besides Notre Dame?
How do I do this where you're not just getting that?
What?
There we go.
That's a little better. Oh yeah, that was my default for Liev Schreiber. He doesn't like to show his face.
But anyway,
that looks good.
Yeah, there we go. We're back.
Yeah.
All right. Look, this guy coached under a lot of good coaches though. David Cutcliffe, Rich Brooks, Doc Holliday, Marcus Freeman, Neil Brown. He has coached at a lot of different spots, and
yeah.
But it was kind of random to me. It was like, I don't know. I would have liked to see him be an OC longer at Notre Dame before just all of a sudden saying, "Hey, this is the hire. They got the guy."
Yeah, it was a little bizarre, but they had to act fast.
That's the world these days, right?
Absolutely.
The OC is Sean Reagan.
In this fast food world of give me service, give me now, download TikToks.
The OC is Sean Reagan, and the defensive coordinator is Dante Wright.
Yes.
Look, Gerard Parker played wide receiver for Kentucky. That's the only connection I can make was what Summerall was a Kentucky guy. Maybe he said, "Hey, you should hire Gerard Parker." Maybe that's the only reason why. I'm not sure. But I was kind of a little dumbfounded by that. We're gonna talk more about the upcoming season, the coaching hire, the offense, defense, special teams. But before we do that, I want to let you know, folks, that the college football experience, Trojan Man style, is brought to you by us, Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Yes, everything in the merch store is 10% off with the promo code football. I don't know about you, but I would recommend getting yourself a old Bet Detective T-shirt. Man in the Box T-shirt.
Yes, sir.
I really like that Man in the Box one.
The Man in the Box. Yeah, it's right in your face. That character right there.
Fire T-shirt. Yes, go out there, get that. Also, you got a Pick Dundee T-shirt out there.
It's magnetic to the ladies. I'm going to say that Man in the Box shirt.
Oh yeah. You get that thing. You go around town. You will have a pep in your step, folks. Plus, college football kicks off this week. Tune into the Sports Gambling Podcast and the College Football Experience for Week 0 picks and all of your favorite futures. So hop on over there. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride. Back talking Troy Trojan football. Shout out to the chat. Little dirt in there. Troy is becoming a Kentucky coaching pipeline. See?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Shout out to Kason Hightower. It says, fight with the Trojans. We will fight with these Trojans. OC Sean Reagan, Dante Wright's the DC. So yeah, I'm a bit puzzled. I mean, look, I've been puzzled before when Dabo Swinney was hired at Clemson. I go, huh?
Yeah.
So I mean, sometimes it works out.
All right.
But we do an exercise on the show for all the group of 5 teams. What's the best win?
Best win. We don't go with the best losses. That's for the big boys.
Yeah, it's for those sandbagging son of a guns trying to form their own shit and separate from the group of 5. No. Best wins. Look at that. What do you think of that old logo, by the way?
Oh, that's a beautiful logo.
You know, and look at that. They're packing a punch, buddy.
It's a nice mohawk it's got on.
They've been, and they've been going for 20 years in the FBS. They've already won at Mississippi State, at LSU, at Nebraska, home to Missouri, home to Oklahoma State. That's impressive.
Those are all impressive wins. LSU stands out. At LSU, you can't let because when Troy comes to town and it goes to Death Valley wins.
Oh boy.
Yeah, people are fired, people are beaten. There's things heads roll. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if that. I think that was Orgeron, but it might have been Les Miles. Les Miles, famous for his recruiting tactics. He said he hired a woman that would go get other women and introduce them to the football players, and it was on record that he was very upset. And he called her into the office, and he said, "You got to get the blondes with the big tits."
Mm-hmm.
He gets in trouble for it.
Listen, I mean, you got a line. You need linebackers.
The whole theme of Baywatch.
I mean, right? You got linebackers. They got to run a 4.5. You know what I mean? Quarterbacks got to be able to whistle a ball 40 yards through rain. Women's got to have big tits for the recruit. It's all part of the number. It's analytics.
They're giving them a hard time about that.
I mean, that's crazy. It's all analytics nowadays. It's
Planet Earth 101. All right. I'm joking. Well, sort of.
Right. Don't worry.
Anyway.
I don't think anyone that would be bothered by that comment is listening to the Troy preview show.
You ever watch Baywatch Nights?
Absolutely, Baywatch Nights and Baywatch Day. As Chris,
so was that the B team that they threw out on Baywatch? Baywatch Nights was like the group of 5 Baywatch.
Well, there was a lot more crimes and mysteries in Baywatch Nights.
Yeah.
They would go solve a case.
It's true, and then the regular Baywatch just huge tits on
because not a lot of people swimming at night. Obviously, the beach is closed. The regular Baywatch straight up tits. And as Chris Rock famously said, "I don't know when Baywatch is on or what channel it's on, but I never miss an episode."
Yeah, I would agree that LSU win is just
as we steer back into it.
That one is just that means something. The offense a season ago, 52nd in scoring per game, just about 30 points per game. That was 7th best in the Sun Belt, 38th in yards, 33rd in passing, 73rd in rushing. What? That was 9th in the Sun Belt a season ago. Which one stands out to you the most? And Little Dirt's right. The Clemson team that won the national championship, Troy lost by 6 at Clemson that year.
Right.
Deshaun Watson. And I want to say they had another big time game where they almost won. But anyway, which one out of those nuggets there, stands out to you? Is it the 73rd in rushing, or is it the fact they were a top 40 team in yards?
Yeah, I'd say top 40 in yards, total yards. Their offense was, it was humming. It was, it was Sunderall. He was great. That's why he's in Tulane right now. And they took a lot with them, so they got to reload everything. So these stats, they matter. I'm not saying they don't matter. You can't just throw them all out, but it's going to take a lot to maintain. That's for sure.
Well, I don't get the brain man cold.
Yeah. I mean, look, they're returning production right there.
I know.
They got the kicker, Scott Taylor Renfro.
They have the best kick. They have the best kicking tandem in the Sun Belt by far. Not just Renfro. They got Bobby Cole there, the punter.
That's what I'm saying. If it's a close game,
yeah, they got good kickers. They do.
Now, right guard Daniel King is back, and he is the only guy back. I like it. Easy for me to make a graphic.
I know they lost. Yeah, they lost 3 starters, and 4 if you look at that, I guess obviously. But yeah, they wholesale changes they say on the O line.
Which logo do you prefer? This one or the one the one prior?
Ooh, I like that second one there with the knife through the rock. It almost seems like that seems very medieval.
Yeah.
Like yeah. I mean, they're both good. I'm not saying anything, but
no slander. No Troy slander.
Slander, but when you get those gladiators, it gets a little homoerotic there. I kind of just like the sword through the stone kind of deal.
Yeah, back to Baywatch Nights.
I like it. He's good. He's definitely he'll kill you for sure. There's some Spartacus. Kind of situations.
man. I mean, we've done a lot of teams.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we've done one with just one guy back.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to think about
on
that.
the O line. No, this is like I said. This is wholesale changes.
Offense.
Right,
the whole offense.
Offense, the defense got kind of rated too. But yeah, this whole offense. I mean, it's pretty insane.
Little Dirt saying, "Fuck Summerall for the way he left." All right.
I love when people say that. It's not that he did it; it's how he did it. No, it's that he did it. It's nothing.
For fucking Tulane,
right?
Bunch of nerds, you private school pussies. Oh man! Shout out to Matthew. Love you are talking Troy kicking game.
Yes,
You
sir.
better believe it. You better believe it.
Matthew Niskatch. No, I know. Known as Patch in some circles.
Woo, there we go.
He's a Pitt Panther.
There we go. So look, we're going to talk about what they did in the portal because obviously that's going to play a big factor when you have one returning starter. But before I do that, I want to tell you the Troy Trojans season preview is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy Pick'em is giving you a chance to win 1,000 times the amount of money you enter. Or you can play fantasy football the right way with Best Ball. Yes, Best Ball Mania is live with $15 million in prizes. They finally have college football best ball. It took a 12-team playoff for this thing to happen.
College football best ball.
It's about damn time.
That's free money right there.
We've already dropped an episode on this very platform.
Yes.
With the live best ball draft. Go check it out. You can now use specials and boost on all flexed entries. So sign up. All right. And when you do, use the promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Once again, underdogfantasy.com promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Circa Survivor and Circa Millions. Yes, Circa Sports is back with Circa Survivor and Circa Millions, giving away $16 million in guaranteed prizes. If you don't have a trip booked for Las Vegas yet before football season, may I recommend the Ultimate Contest Weekend is a great time to go out. You can hang with Stacking the Money Green and Real Money Kramer and this guy over there.
That's right.
Right. The Bet Detective will be out there and he's got a special offer for you, right?
Yeah, that's right. My road to 10 million. Which continues on that weekend. If you visit me out there, I will get you in it. I'll make you viral. VSiN already copying my idea. They're doing the journey to 9.2 million about last year's Survivor. I wonder where they got that title from. But that's all right. You come on out to Vegas this weekend. You see the man in the box or an OC man in the box, and I will get you in the new road to 10 million, make you viral. And then quick apology to Matthew Niskatch. He's a Duquesne Duke. I went to Duquesne Duke with him. So I don't want to freeze you. He's a Pitt Panther fan, but Duquesne Dukes go Dukes versus Boston Colleges. We got that.
Oh, I like that. Nice little spot.
Great spot.
Great spot. Right after that Labor Day bullshit.
Yep.
Right? Anyway, folks, what are you doing? Get out the Circa. Meet the Bet Detective and Stacking the Money and Real Money Kramer. August 22nd to August 24th. Man, they got some open bar events going on. They got everything. All right?
At the Circa Sportsbook, the greatest sportsbook in the world, basically. And there's gonna be open bar fulls and the stadium swim. It's gonna be great.
And if you need a little help, you came to the right place. SGP 15 for 15% off that hotel room at the greatest sports book in the world. But you do want to sign up in person at Circus Sports between now and September 7th and use a proxy to play from anywhere. We even have a deal with the proxy. Go to proxy.footballcontest.com to save you $50 with the promo code SGP. And they're going to give you a free hat. When's the last time you got a free hat, Bet Detective?
Free hat?
Yeah.
Actually, I get a lot of free hats.
You know who I am in this town, Dundee.
But yeah, right. People do give me hats. I'm not lying about that, including this Cracker Barrel hat. But I will say, there's nothing free about that Survivor and Contest Million hat. It's $1,000 hat. I have a stack of those. They're the most expensive hats I own.
Folks, get on over there. Actually, I get a lot of free hats.
I got a lot of free hats, but the Survivor wasn't one of them. I paid $1,000 for that hat, and it was out in 1 week.
Get on over there, all right? And pray. You can play from a proxy.footballcontest.com. Fantastic stuff. All right, we're back talking Troy Trojan football.
And real quick, Daniel King, the only starter returning, is the best guard in the Sun Belt Conference, I should say.
That's all that matters.
You know, it's not like it's some bump coming back. Let alone Scott Taylor Renfro, great kicker, but he is the best guard in the Sun Belt. And
Scott Taylor Renfro sounds like the name of a guy in Baywatch Nights.
Yes,
You know
Baywatch
what I mean?
Nights, Scott Taylor Renfro.
That's an actor right there. It's on the screen. But Daniel King is a stud.
He is.
And I'm surprised because you look, a lot of times you get the coaching change.
Right.
They go to head out. You know what I mean? If you're the one guy back to the party,
yeah,
you say, let me go to Tulane.
Right. He's maybe no one told him that everyone was leaving. He just came in. It was too late, and he came back to campus. Whoa! What the hell did everyone go?
What happened to Steve?
It was like that year of Saturday Night Live when David Spade came back and everyone took off, like Farley, Sandlin. And everyone's like, "Whoa! Where did all my friends go? Who the fuck are these guys?"
It's time for me to go.
Yeah.
They lost a lot.
They did.
Quarterback J.D. Sherrod headed out to Kent State. The Golden Flashes. You got any friends out in the chat that are Golden Flash fans?
That Kent State. I know some good. Yeah, I know some people out in the Kent State area.
Oh yeah, man.
For sure.
Barber is a stud wide up for them. Mike Elko at Texas A&M grab him.
God damn it, A&M. A&M grabs all.
And what is up? There's a pipeline going through Western Kentucky here as Bryce Childress and Blake Austin head out to Western Kentucky. More on that in a minute.
Yep.
Kicker Zach Long wasn't having your bullshit with your. He was very offended at Scott Taylor Renfro.
Right.
He heads out to Bowling Green. I mean, a lot of FCS transfers here, right?
Yeah, there's some. I mean, like I said, A&M grabbed the good ones.
The Hilltoppers grabbed some ones too.
Yeah, they did too. But what are you going to do? Like I said, that's today's world. You're going to lose a lot in the portal. You got to make it up back in the portal. Bryce Childress, is he related to? Well, probably not. He's a wide receiver. I was just going to say
To Brad?
Yeah, I was just going to say he's a wide receiver.
I hope not.
Yeah, I doubt he's related to Brad Childress.
Brad Childress looked like he always reminded me of the banker in The Untouchables.
Who Brad Childress did?
Yeah.
Played by famous improv guru Del Close. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Is that it? You guys are a bunch of untouchables. Is that it? Yeah. Del Close.
Man.
Heroin addict.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Look, shout out to heroin.
Yes.
Yeah. Look, Derek Graham on the offensive line goes to A&M too. So A&M comes in, grabs a couple guys. Western Kentucky grabs a couple guys. But then they only had two guys, and one of them. ECU Pirates.
He
was deep on the depth charts. He knew he had no chance. He still should have stuck it out.
He's a veteran leadership.
All right.
People are leaving Washington, North Carolina, East Carolina to come over to Troy. What's happening to your alma mater?
Greenville, North Carolina.
Washington's a county or something, though, isn't it? Or is that a town?
Man,
it's right by there.
Yeah, somewhere around there, right?
Did you even go to East Carolina? What the hell? Don't you know the goddamn area?
The county? I don't remember the fucking county.
Come on now.
I don't even know what county I'm in right now.
Play the song.
All right.
Play the fucking ECU song.
Mojo Dortch coming in from California.
Yes.
They brought in only two guys.
Not a lot of skill.
Does Gerard Parker know that there's a thing called the portal? Yeah. I mean, little Dirt's in the chat saying, the one that hurts Barber and Graham to A&M.
Yeah, that does hurt.
Yeah.
They got some talent though. Well, go ahead and you can put up the new yes.
Well, no, next would be the defensive side of the ball.
I was just gonna say, what about Chris Lewis? He had 10 touchdowns last year for them, and
in the portal?
Not in the portal. He played for them, but he didn't start.
Though.
Yeah, no, he didn't start, but he had 23 yards of catch. And
I
10
look at
touchdowns.
the starts, the returning starts.
All right, I'm just saying. I thought was it Zurich Benson they got from Oregon State?
Yeah, but that doesn't count as a returning starter from Troy.
No, but is he a portal implant?
Oh, was he? I think it was 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago? But he didn't start. Oh, he got it. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Jesus in your goddamn rules. I'm just saying they got some talent coming back. Gerald Green's not going to start for him. Is he? He's more of a veteran
I mean, he's
leadership.
probably the best guy they've ever grabbed. But still, like defensively,
they got Damian Taylor back there.
Yeah, I'm high on him actually.
Yeah.
Got him at DFS.
Get your college DFS lineups in. Get your Damian
it's
Taylor.
That time. It's
Get your
time.
How much does Damian Taylor for Troy go for in your DFS?
Look, you can bargain shop, folks. Bargain shop. They're 10th in the nation.
All right, let's get to the defense. Yeah,
dude, the defense. This is why Summerall got hired at Tulane.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a stud defensively. Look,
Yeah.
10th in the nation in scoring per game.
That's impressive. 17 points a game.
Yeah, 14th in yards.
Wow.
And 30th in pass defense. All of those were top number 1 in the Sun Belt. Now they were number 2 in the rush defense. At 12th in the nation, 2nd in the Sun Belt because JMU was number 1 in the nation against the run. Those are phenomenal stats.
Yeah.
I don't know how relevant it means for this season, but they do return
2 starters.
and their punter, Robert Cole.
I said Bobby Cole. They're the best kicking game in the Sun Belt.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they had a phenomenal defense, and just like their offense, wholesale changes again. They lost everyone. Although Jordan Springer is a very good linebacker.
And Stephen Catalich.
Yeah, absolutely.
Back at the linebacker spots, man. The offensive defense. It's hard to really figure this thing out. I mean, look at what they lost, man. 9
out of their 10 top tacklers. Is that a good thing to lose that?
I mean, John Summerall. This is why the animosity in there. Tulane grabbing their best, one of their best defensive linemen, if not their best. Their star corner, their star safeties, and then Western Kentucky, those sneaky bastards, also got Keyshawn Swanson. All right, and Zach Edwards, dude. They grabbed 5 guys off this team. Western Kentucky, what's the connection there? Joshua Donald goes to App State. They're in the conference. I mean, they got hit. Jaden McDonald heads out to Signetti in Indiana. Blake Matthews going to the Blue Hens of Delaware that are going to be in the FBS next year.
Go Blue Hens.
They got raided, man. They got raided.
Tulane
just stealing everybody.
Absolutely.
They did add some more guys on defense than offense.
I like this. I like this Jamal Williams. So.
Yeah, Jamal Williams coming in from the Cincinnati Bearcats.
I love that spelling.
Jordan Perry. Yeah,
Jamal.
Jordan Perry coming in from the Kansas State Wildcats.
He's going to play that bandit position too. Jamal.
I love that.
Yeah.
Love that. But I got to highlight they brought in some punter competition for your boy Evan Crenshaw.
Whoa, get the fuck out of here, Evan Crenshaw. What do you think? Did you not look at the roster?
Yeah.
Don't you know my guy?
I mean,
Bobby Cole's punting.
Maybe he's chasing a girlfriend down there.
All right, fair enough. I'll let you. I mean, you're welcome to come. You're welcome to walk around, but
linebacker Brendan Jackson heads in from Gardner Webb. They were an FCS playoff team a year ago. Cecil Powell from the Pussy Pack of NC State coming in, and Devin Lafayette from Northern Illinois, as well as Ian Connerly Goodley from Sela, and Trent Henry, a defensive back from Grambling. So hitting the FCS heavy, but still a lot of not like. I just would have thought they would have went for bigger, just bigger volume. More players. You lost a shit ton of players.
I know. Well, you lost Solomon and Jamorner. Well, that's 26 sacks combined right there from last year alone. I mean, it's just tough. Like I said, 9 of their top 10 tacklers. They bring in what? They bring in
David Matola says, I would still take these Trojans over the USC defense.
I like it in the chat room. Little D says they are the Troy Trojan death machine is what they call the defense. TTDM. And quick correction, as he told me about Chris Lewis, who I was mentioning, he's in cancer remission, so he'll be playing next year. But he counts as part of the portal, the 2024 class.
Best wishes with him.
Yes.
Little Dirt also saying they added former 4-star recruit Oregon Jabril McNeil on the DN. He played 150 snaps as a freshman at Oregan.
Okay.
And limited action before going to JUCO and then landing him back at Troy.
I like the ones that leave and come back.
I love a JUCO transfer.
Yes, for sure. Oh, I always love a JUCO transfer.
Oh yeah, Sean Kemp was a JUCO transfer.
Goddamn right. Because they did everything possible to get him into a school and they still couldn't do it. All right, you know what, Sean? Just go down here, go to fucking Portland CC A&M Ag Tech for a bit, do some driving classes. Dunk on some fucking goddamn recluses, and we'll come get you in about 6 months. How about that?
Tarkanian couldn't get me.
I know.
No, even Tarkanian couldn't get you. Right?
Shout out to Sean Kemp, the greatest. Yeah. Last we saw him, he was shooting somebody in a mall parking lot, wasn't he?
I did see that. Didn't
get anything for it. Sean Kemp.
In Washington too.
If Sean Kemp is shooting a gun at you in a mall parking lot, I'm going to go ahead and say you deserve it. Okay?
I feel like the state of Washington. Yeah. That's like a death penalty sentence just for having it.
Kemp doesn't shoot willy nilly, unless it's into a woman. I set myself up on
True.
that.
A lot of women.
A lot
there.
of
lot of women out there.
A lot of kids.
So some of them probably played for Troy. All right, just by sheer volume, there's a good chance that Troy had a one of Kemp's offspring there. Do you think the offense and defense will be better than a year ago?
No, of course not. It's going to take a lot. Listen, they're still going to be good. They're not going to fall apart. But like I said, they lost everything on offense. They lost everything on defense. Wholesale changes. They're going to do their best to replenish it, but it's it'd be impossible to be better.
Yeah, I agree.
They have a chance to still get in there.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Look, folks, before we talk win total and go game by game on the schedule, I want to tell you the college football experience is brought to you by Rhythm. Football season's here, and the college football and NFL models are now live on Rhythm. Create your own winning betting model, or let Rhythm do the heavy lifting for you. You decide. All right, you can decide what stats matter most to you, and Rhythm will build a custom model around that, or just let Rhythm and its predictive model do all the heavy lifting for you. Rhythm uses AI projections from MIT data scientists and quants. Rhythm also has you covered for NFL Week 1 and College Football Week 0. Bet Detective right before we went live.
Yep.
You're going to be in Vegas this weekend.
Going to be in Vegas this weekend, going Thursday morning.
Is there a Week 0 game that you're definitely going to have some greenbacks on?
Oh, well, I'm going to have greenbacks on every college football game this weekend, no matter what.
Is there one that is just juicy that the good people tuning into the Troy Trojans preview that you just say,
well,
I'm buying into Delaware State's new offense.
Yeah. I know you were talking up Delaware State.
Go Hornets,
earlier.
baby.
I mean, of course I'll be on that game. It's a Hawaii game late night.
Lone game on. Yeah.
So no matter what, I'll be chasing. But I think you turned me on that New Mexico +10. That's a little disrespectful.
Oh yeah. I think you get 10.5 out there too.
Yes. Or our man Mendenhall. I mean, that's ridiculous. Giving him 10.5 at home versus Montana State.
And I want to emphasize that him coming back, like, okay, year 1 at Virginia was a disaster.
Mm-hmm.
But they were going from like a 4-3 to a 3-3-5 on defense, and then he was bringing in the air raid on offense. They were a conservative run first offense, so of course it was going to be a disaster.
Yeah.
Now he's coming in to New Mexico. Guess what he runs? He runs the exact defense New Mexico was running last year. He just coaches it better.
Right.
So to me, it's not an overhaul of the system. Now, maybe a little bit on the offensive side of the ball, but I think the defense will be solid. So I'm with you. Give me the points in those Lobos.
Absolutely. Disrespectful.
Yes.
Great coach.
Might even want to sprinkle that money line.
Oh, well, if I'm taking a dog, I'm always sprinkling.
Sprinkle that thing.
Sir.
Claim your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. We're also brought to you by Game Time. Game Time is now an authorized ticket marketplace of the MLB. I saw Jose Canseco's speech. You see that?
I did not. Where was he speaking?
At the Oakland Coliseum. They retired his jersey number.
Good for them. Good.
Right?
And they're
Fit that one in.
And they're going to destroy the stadium a month later. Here you go, Jose. Your name's up in the rafters. Now put this hard hat on because this thing's blowing up in about a month. We're heading to Vegas.
Don't you got a car wash there,
yeah.
Canseco? Anyway, look, if you're planning to go out to an MLB game to see one of your old favorite players give out a speech because they retired his jerseys, or you just want to catch your team like my O's. My O's are playing good ball this year.
I love your Orioles this year.
Yes. So what are you doing? Pull out the Game Time app. Like I said, authorized ticket marketplace of the MLB, which makes getting tickets even faster and easier. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to first pitch with last minute deals, with killer last minute deals. All in prices, views from your seat. How many times you buy a ticket? You go to the stupid website. Went to a Flying Squirrels game, the minor league baseball team.
Right, sure. Flying
Squirrels. You go to their website, it's like 200. It's like literally from 1988. So like you can't see. You show up to the game, you have no idea. There's a pillar in the way. So you don't want to be that guy.
No.
Game Time app is going to be able to show you your actual seat. It's like they flew a drone over every damn seat. So you're going to see exactly where you're sitting. They got the lowest price guarantee. Let me tell you, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets, and it's not just MLB. If you're going to get out to Veterans Stadium there in Troy, Alabama, which is an awesome stadium, by the way, check out the Stadium Heads podcast for more on that. Then pull out the Game Time app. All right, if you're going to go see your boy David Blaine, right? If you're gonna go see the Big Detective, you hop on over there. Use the Game Time
Carrot
app.
Top. What are you going to see? Carrot Top, like Dion said, like Prime likes to bring in
What the
Carrot
hell was
Top.
that? that was random, by the way, right? He was just at Colorado practices.
That wasn't the real Carrot Top there.
Oh, was it?
Indeed. No, that's a player they call Carrot Top.
Oh, okay. I didn't do a deep dive on
I
it.
noticed. I didn't want to correct you in the thread because I wanted you to figure it out on your own and then come back to us. Oh, wait a minute. Now, there's a redheaded football player on Carolina, and they
okay.
call him Carrot Top,
Okay.
obviously. Because if you're a redheaded guy, and if you're a little...
Well, look, I drive into Vegas all the time. I see his thing. He's doing something right.
I was just going to say, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Carrot Top's, I mean, there's a lot of celebrities at Colorado practices and training
That's what I'm
camps.
saying.
It's not out of the realm. That's for sure.
So I'm going to do a deep dive on it and get back to you. All right,
I bet Prime would welcome Carrot Top with open arms, and Carrot Top would love to go.
take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. All right, download the Game Time app, create an account, use the redeeming code CFBX for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Once again, create that account, redeeming code CFBX for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. All right, back talking Troy Trojan football. And Bet Detective, the win total sitting at 5.5. They're plus 1,500 to win the Sun Belt Championship. They're also plus 3,500 to make the 12-team playoff. I'm sorry, 35,000 to make the 12-team playoff. Plus 100,000 to win it all.
Yeah.
Which one would any of those jump out to you right away before we dive into the schedule?
5.5 sure does.
Okay,
For sure. Because I already know they got 3 wins. I'm locking them up in a lot of coin toss games. The schedule's kind of favorable, as we'll get into it. They avoid App State, they avoid James Madison, Marshall, Georgia State, all those. You know,
and I think part of like I keep making this argument on all these previews. Someone's got to get some of these wins. There's all this coaching turnover in this conference.
Yeah.
So I don't know who, but there's going to be a team that emerges out of this. And I'm trying to find what that juice is at on Troy right now.
Mm-hmm. I imagine the over's juice there.
That's what I thought.
I mean, they're a program. I understand they're overhauling a lot of things, but I mean, Troy's still an established team in the Sun Belt. They're the 2-time defending champions, for God's sakes.
Yeah, and I definitely can't find the action right now, but see which way it leans.
But I will not be sprinkling anything on the playoff or the national championship.
Yeah, 5.5 is what it is. I don't know. I'm not finding it on DK.
The Sun Belt's a great conference. We've been going through it. There's a lot of solid teams on here.
Let's get to the schedule because week 1 they head home to Veterans Stadium to take on Nevada.
Yes.
Now we get to see Nevada this weekend as they are 27-point dogs to SMU. Is there a benefit to getting that first game? Do you think Nevada could make this game closer? Just
I see. Because they get a game under their belt. That old theory. I mean, yes and no. Obviously, you can say beneficial. Or the other angle is they'll have tape out because a lot of times there's no tape in those first games because they'll give them the fake tape, and all those plays, so they know what they want to run and all that. I don't think it's going to matter. I think Troy wins this game regardless.
I got him winning it 1-0.
Yeah.
Now this is a brutal back-to-back away here.
Yeah,
going to the Liberty Bowl to take on Memphis, who is favored to win the AAC and perhaps make the 12-team playoff. I think that them and Boise, depending on the book you look at, are the odds-on favorite to make the 12-team playoff at the Group of 5 spot. Loss at Memphis.
Oh yeah, this is a good. These are my back-to-back 2, no doubt. Not no doubt, but I mean, these are losses.
Will they score a touchdown at Iowa?
Tell you what, and Iowa's going to open it up this year a little bit. This isn't your daddy's Iowa of 2023. Yeah, it's a good question. I think they'll, yeah. I'll go ahead and give them a score, but Iowa definitely wins.
Yeah, it's defense a touchdown.
I expect big.
I got them 1 and 2, and then they watch out. Florida A&M won the national championship in the Black College Football National Championship a year ago. Now their head coach Willie Simmons did leave for the Duke Blue Devils, but they still have a lot intact with that team. They actually play week 0 as well. I'll take Troy.
Talk about your contrast going from Iowa to Florida A&M. You're
Very true. Very
fan base wise. I'm not saying player wise.
Yeah.
Although Iowa does have a lot of even Iowa does have a lot of the old standing white tight end dude there. But yeah, they bounced back and they beat Florida A&M.
2-2.
Yeah.
Home to ULM.
Another one.
3-2.
Yeah.
And then they got a weekday game.
Yes, sir.
San Marcos, Texas. The Lone Star Bears will be rocking.
Mm-hmm.
I got them losing. I think Texas State's pretty loaded this year.
Now, I thought this was Troy had this game at home.
Did I fuck this up?
Yeah, I think you did.
Really? Let me pull up this schedule and see if
take
you're
a
full
look
of
at the
shit or
schedule.
not.
I'm just saying, I remember that from the Texas State preview that we did. Yep, it is. And it's in Troy. Says little D.
Oh, so you're saying I just fucking. So they have 3 straight home games after that.
Because I know that for a fact because after this they have 4 out of 5 road games coming up.
Okay.
So this is the
You're right.
And this is when it opens up the conference. So
I'm still taking Texas State though.
it's all right. I know you are, and I'm taking Troy because they are 9-0 against Texas State in their last 9 games,
Look.
and they've all been blowouts except for 3, including last year's, which was like 33-14. They fucking own Texas State. Now Texas State is good this year. I will say that Texas State is really good this year, and this is going to be a tough game, obviously. But Troy just owns Texas State. It's what they do.
I disagree. I don't think they're there
9-0.
yet. All right.
How can you compete? I mean, what's there to say against that?
You can't win.
My thing is this: Troy's lost so many. They haven't been in this spot before, where you have 3 returning starters. Texas State has never been in this spot
is the
before.
year to get Troy.
Yeah.
If you're Texas State, no doubt about it. But they're not doing it, and then they got the bye coming up. I love Troy in this spot to do what they always do.
I'll see you I'll see you on those cut streets.
I'll go ahead and head on and cut October 3rd, a day before 10-4. Also, Matt Niskatch's birthday, my birthday, and Matt Niskatch's birthday.
Really?
We're 10-4 buddies.
10-4. Come on in.
Yes, sir. We always give each other a 10-4 text.
I like that. Okay, so 3-3. You got them 4-2.
I got them 4-2. Let's go. I'm almost there.
Then they got a rivalry game after the bye week as they head to Mobile. That's a fire stadium too. Both stadiums, Troy and South Alabama stadiums, are fantastic.
Yes.
Check out the Stadium Heads podcast where we talk about the history of college football stadiums. I got South Alabama winning this.
Yeah, this is
a rivalry game. What do they call this rivalry again? They have the name for this rivalry. I'm trying to quickly pull it up, but yeah, I just feel like what is it? The battle for the belt. Battle of the belt.
Battle of the belts.
What are you taking?
This is a tough stretch coming up and off the bye. I'm kind of with you. I kind of like South Alabama here. This is gonna be
the difference is South Alabama lost their coach too, but they're bringing back a little bit more, and that's it's at home. So, yeah, I got that. So I got him, I got him going to what, 3-4 there.
Yep, and I got him 4-3. Now
they got a back-to-back away. They go to Jonesboro. Arkansas State. They made a bowl. Butch Jones in Jonesboro. Come on. I lean Arkansas State, but not by much.
I know. These are all coin flip games, and I don't like the back-to-back road's not good. 4 out of 5. This is a stretch of 4 out of 5 road games, but they're winnable games. They're not crazy road games.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They got to get one of these two, either South Alabama or Arkansas State. I like this Arkansas State team too, though. We previewed them.
I think those other teams are better than them right now.
So you know what? All right, let's. Oh man, I hate giving them both. I gotta get them guys. I gotta get them some wins here.
Well, I got them at 3-5. This is a win though. When Coastal comes,
Coastal Carolina's a win.
4-5. That puts me at for you 5-4.
I have them 5-4.
Right?
Yeah.
Then you get your second bye week, and then you're at Georgia Southern. Now, I got to emphasize this point here that Georgia Southern and Louisiana's coaches are on the hot seat, and if they're having a bad season, they will be fired by this point.
Yes.
So that is a nice. You need to root against them throughout the year because chances are there'll be a lot of quitting these teams if they fire them. Now, at the same time, the flip side of that coin is if they're not there, someone can grab wins in this Sun Belt that has a lot of coaching turnover. Maybe it's these long tenured coaches that have been waiting for some opportunity. So I got them losing at Georgia Southern because that's a hard place to win. They packed that stadium there, Paulson Stadium. but I'm going to go 1-1 here. They're going to get Louisiana. They're going to get one of these two.
Really? See,
Yeah.
I was going to go the other way. I was going to have them beat Georgia Southern and lose to Louisiana. Either way, it's same numbers for us. We haven't beaten Coastal Carolina. I have them at 6 wins now.
And I got them at 5.
Yeah.
And I got Southern Miss upsetting them to end the season.
No way. They beat Southern Miss. 7-5.
7-5. I got them at 5-7.
All right.
All right. Look, I'm on the under.
I'm on the over. And that's why we are under over.
There we go. There we go. Under over.
I like over 5.5 there. I mean, I see 6, not as their floor, but I think they have a pretty high 5 or 6 floor that you can pretty much pencil them in for. 6 is extremely attainable. Even if they lose a couple of those games, they win more of those coin flips that we brought up. You're looking at 7 or 8 wins as a ceiling.
The ceiling is what? Like, give me the ceiling in your scenario.
Ceiling of my scenario.
Yeah.
They're 4-2 going into that bye after Texas State. Then they split that. Well, they could win both those, Alabama and Arkansas State. Let's just say they beat Alabama, lose Arkansas State. Now we're 5-3. We're beating Coastal Carolina. We're 6-3. We're beating Georgia Southern. We're beating Louisiana. We're beating Southern Miss. We're 9-3. That's my ceiling.
All right. Well, look, maybe I should take the over because their quarterback is named Goose Crowder.
Goose Crowder, baby. Replace Gunner Watson. Goose Gunners.
Little Dirt says, "Fuck you, Colby. I hope ECU goes 0-12."
Yes,
well,
sir.
look, we're giving you scraps off our team. We gave you our 5th string running back. All right, so look, I can see a bowl. It's just I don't.
Right.
There's a lot of turnover.
What they got to do. The key to Troy, obviously, with the turnover, but their offense in general is they have to run the ball.
Well, and this guy's never proved to me that he's a good offensive coordinator.
Yeah. Here's a stat for you. They were 9-0 when they rushed for 100 yards. 3-3 when they didn't.
I will say that.
I mean, that's as simple as it gets.
Well, if they emphasize the run and if they can get the run game going,
yeah,
we've hit on the fact on a lot of these Sunbelt previews that it seems to be moving to a very pass happy conference. Right. That could be your edge, and your other run teams that are App State's not on the schedule now. I think Southern Miss is a run team, but yeah, I just.
Well, that's what I like about the schedule too. They avoid Georgia State, like we said, Marshall, James Madison, App State, and Texas State and Coastal Carolina are at home.
So what? From the East, they're getting Georgia Southern and Coastal,
right? And they get those games at home. If they just run the ball, like you said, continue somewhat of that defense.
I think Vegas got the number right because I think it's between 5 or 6. I'm not calling for this 8-4 best case scenario stuff, but
I got 7. Just
7's my best case scenario.
No, 7's par for the course. Give me that over 5.5. I like this play.
No, you didn't mention your worst case scenario. What's your worst case scenario here?
Well, my worst case scenario is that you're right.
End of show. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean 5 wins is my floor for these guys, which would be the under, but
yeah. And Little Dirt saying the culture that Summerall built is still there. True.
Fair enough.
But not starting though. I can tell you that.
Yeah, no, it's not. And that right. That offense. His offense. Well, we'll see. Like I said,
I would love to be wrong, Little Dirt. I like Troy's football program. It's just I am not high on the hire. Now, like I said, I've been wrong before.
Yeah.
But I just don't know about I thought there was other coaches out there that made more sense. So I think 5-7, but I think that number's right there. I think 6-6 is more likely than 4-8.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I don't see 4-8 at all.
Let's go. I'm on the under. Bet Detectives on the over. We are the college football experience. We got the South Alabama preview coming up in about an hour. So you want to hear about your rivals, in that battle of the belt. All right. Check out that. And remember, tomorrow morning, we got the Ohio Bobcats we're going on. ULM preview tomorrow as well. Just a slew of other stuff. We got the MAC and other CUSA previews coming. We're down to the final teams. So let's go. Get on over there. Give the Bet Detective a follow on Twitter at CJ Sullivan _. Make sure you check out the Bottom Line Bombs podcast, and also remember, if you're in Vegas, go out and kick it with the old Scumbagger Vance here.
That's right. We'll be out there sleazing it up, open bars and pools, and I'll get you into Road to 10 million.
But give him a free hat if you come. All right? Give him a free hat.
That's the entry fee to get in the movie. I need free hats. I won't wear it, but I just want it.
Get the guy a free hat. He's a man that gets free hats.
I do.
All right.
I get free hats.
I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. The College Football Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. YouTube.com/The College Experience is the hub for all 134 team previews. And may I also say it's the hub for all of our stuff, the College Basketball Experience. Come on, Troy Trojans. Let's get that basketball program rolling. The College Baseball Experience, college baseball, growing sport in this country. Also, Stadium Heads podcast, all of that, youtube.com/The College Experience. You could also just go to youtube.com/@Stadium Heads SGPN, but do all that stuff. Check out the Sports Gambling podcast. We'll be live talking college football tonight as well. It's football season, folks. Woo. We don't stop here. All right. Till next time, this is the College Football Experience, Troy Trojan style. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Run and shoot. We can really run and shoot. And the whole team's cooking and the whole world's looking with the cameras. Run and shoot.
That's good.